Why have Christians allowed this to happen? Well, a big thing is we don't talk about religion and politics. Now, let's don't talk about that. That is a lie from the pit of hell. You need to talk about religion and politics because you want godly leaders, because as I told you before, as the king goes, so goes the country. If we don't start talking about it, pretty soon we won't be able to. In the last 2 weeks, there were ministers that were arrested in New Orleans for preaching the gospel on the streets. There were men and women arrested in front of the White House for praying. That should scare you to death. We're concerned about ourselves. As long as it doesn't affect me and my family, just leave me alone. We're doing our own thing. We don't want to cause any problems. This is why the church has allowed this to happen. We've become we're so into ourselves. We don't know who lives on our streets. We don't know our neighbors. We don't know people at our church. We might see them, but we don't know. We've become so self-centered. And afraid to seem intolerant. Afraid to seem intolerant. God is all-inclusive. He wants everyone to come to know Jesus Christ. He wants everybody in heaven. But you know what? He's not tolerant of any sin. He's not tolerant of any sin. Political correctness, we just don't want to seem, unpopular. We want to be seeker-friendly. Seeker-friendly. We want to get as many people in as we can, and we don't want to give them a tough message. They might not like that. Maybe we'll play a secular song, but, God will use whatever He can to get them in. One of my favorite quotes is, "The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing." That is by Edmund Burke.